Hello, how y'all doing? This is Neil with Circle of Truth. I want to talk about the scientific research I've been doing with different mediums. A feather, I was camping out at Mount Shasta one day, and I found a feather, and I said, wow, let me see what I could see with by looking at through the feather, and at the clouds or the ground, or wherever the spirits I see them at. Sometimes I see them in the ground, I see them in the trees and all that stuff. So I started looking at through the feather, and all at once I could see all these rainbow beings. Some of them big, some of them small. They had like 3 foot tall rainbow beings that was in Mount Shasta. They were in the trees, standing on the branches. Some of them were laying down on the branches. Some of them was around the base of the tree. Some of them was real big. And what I do is I got like 10 different groups of people. Some of them had 3, some of them had 2 groups. And all of them could see the rainbow beings in the trees and stuff. But the thing is, they couldn't see the beings, like little small beings that I could see. I could see their heads, their faces, and legs and all that stuff. But see, I'm more advanced. I've been studying, looking at spirits for a long time, and I could see them in the oceans, rivers, up in the clouds, above the uh, ocean, and above the clouds over the land too. And spiritual beings live in the clouds. They live everywhere. I mean, they're in people's houses. There's good ones and there's bad ones. But the bad ones, they're sucking our energy out of us. And I don't think the good spirits could stop them, because they're still doing it to the people on the earth. Um, and I said, wow, man, imagine if I could put some sunglasses and put feathers in it, and I'd go walking around seeing spirits all over the place. Uh, but I really don't have time really to do that, but because I got a lot of scientific research I've been working on. Now, in the northern boundary of California, it was a place on the coastline, and I seen this square, this big giant invisible square thing. It was big. I mean, it was invisible, but it had to be some kind of spaceship or something, and it was square, perfectly square, and it was tall, like it was tall about 3-story building or something. And there was something else I seen when I was in Utah doing my research there, and I'm gonna tell y'all more about Utah. When I was doing research with my closing my eyes and looking through my eyelids. Well, all the humans can do this. It's just you have to do it, and it's not the third eye, it's the 4 eyes. Because actually you see through your 4 eyes. Well, 2 eyes or whatever. And when I was in Salt Lake City, my peripheral vision, seeing this dome. Now this dome was like over the Salt Lake City. It was an electromagnetic dome I could see. And that square, where the northern boundary is, because some spirits were talking about the northern boundary. It's safe to go to the northern boundary. And I could see the clouds was asking some spirits that were guarding, they were actually guarding anybody that goes to the northern boundary. Well, this square thing, I wanted to say rectangular, but it's not rectangular. It's actually square, perfectly square, and it was invisible. Just like that other invisible electromagnetic dome. The dome was round in shape, though, the one in Salt Lake. And it was big. I mean, it was covering the whole city of Salt Lake. Now, I can't see from the outside because I was actually inside the dome itself in Salt Lake City. Well, that's another thing about my research that I had to tell people. And if you're really looking and you want to find stuff and you want to seek and look, everybody can see these things. It just takes a while to develop it. It's like a muscle. You look, You see things, you keep on looking, you see more and more every day. Alright, okay, well, God bless, and see y'all later. Bye. You gotta be kidding me.